What's up, guys? Chris Chef Sports Cards here. We're doing 2022 Topps Heritage Minor League third case break number 2. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially for anybody who's new to the channel, welcome. Let's fix Mr. Smurf here. A little bit about us. We have been around for 5 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as our little hands can move. So you'd have these all out right after the weekend. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks. When we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So hit the old subscribe button there, and you can hit the bell too to notify you when we're on if you want. But hit that subscribe button, your name will go in the random, and who knows, maybe you'll grab a spot in a future free break. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, Jeremy J, Braves, Chris B, Orioles, Daniel O, Red Sox, Jeremy J, Cubs, Garrett R, White Sox, Andrew L, Reds, Rick S, Rockies, Tamar W, Tigers, Dan B, Royals, Brian R, Astros, Reese H, Angels, Bryson J, Dodgers, Garrett R, Brewers, John T, and Twins, Chris F, Marlins, Garrett R, Mets, Chris B, Yankees, Austin E, A's, Douglas K, Phillies, Wayne R, Pirates, Brad B, Cardinals, Jan C, Padres, Jeremy J, Giants, Andrew L, Mariners, Ryan G, Rays, Garrett R, Rangers, Chris F, Blue Jays, Andrew L, and finally Nationals, Jeremy J. All right, let's open some cards. Chris A, what's up, bud? Let's do it. All right, box toppers. We got Nelson Velasquez, James Wood, and Benny the Jet. Got a big full night of breaks tonight. John Savage, what's going on, boys? How are you? De La Cruz. So has everybody been having a wonderful Joe Gray Jr., a wonderful holiday weekend? You guys go out and get some mad Black Friday deals? Eat too much turkey? I'll tell you what, I know that as a chef, and for many other reasons, turkey makes you tired. I will tell you what, man, Thursday night, I think, was the first time I ever really subscribed to that. Man, I ate dinner, and I swear, I felt like I took a tranquilizer after dinner. I was like, because we didn't go anywhere or do anything. We just stayed home. I was making it through Jordan Lawler. We've been cleaning my basement up. It's a long story, but my basement has been a mess, like a hoarder zone almost. So I've been spending these few days I have fixing up my basement. It's already kind of like redone, carpeting and all that. It's just a mess. So it was just us. We stayed home for Thanksgiving. Me, my wife, my son made a quick turkey dinner. My gosh, about an hour later, I was like unconscious. Brendan Davis for the Cubs, number 12 of 99. Your back hurts from rolling too many bones. They're on the craps table, Chris. What happened, John? What card? Did you get one of your a redemption in or something? Hope it wasn't a card for me. Max Ferguson. You don't know what you did? Yeah, well, as you get older, that happens more and more, Chris. I've been dealing with this problem with my knee for like 3 weeks now, and I have no idea what I did. And my knee has been just messed up. But you didn't get anything? Yeah, that's all right. When you have a young niece like that, it can just be fun to go out and hang. Frutas Nova. Paid $5.40 for shipping. Guy reused the bubble envelope. Just threw the card in there. Not even bagged. It was a Brewers team camo 1 of 20. Really? You didn't team bag it or anything? Or put it in cardboard or anything? Max Ferguson auto. And that is going to Jeremy. He reused the bubble envelope. What, you could tell it was torn? I've gotten those before. Where you're like, oh my God, seriously? Are you this cheap? See, I've had one or a few times where I've been like got someone's order mixed up, like got the cards mixed up, so I had to go back in. So I'll open it and take the cards out and then, fix it. But then I just cover it up with fragile stickers so you can't tell. Gage Workman. I bought a card from someone. What was it? It wasn't expensive. It was, oh gosh, what was it? I can't remember. Last month, and there wasn't even a sleeve on the card. It was just in the top loader. I was like, wow, I haven't seen that in a long time. He never took the old label off. It left the old tape on it. Really? You're paying $5.40 for shipping. It's got to be taken care of better than that. It's got to be in a team bag. It's got to be in cardboard, in a bubble envelope. That's why I never ship plain white envelope. I will not do it. I don't buy from anybody who ships in plain white envelope. Like I'm amazed at how people do that. But who's got the Rockies? Benny Montgomery. 43 of 50 on the old Benny for the Rocks. Tamara. There you go. Nice one. That's a nice one. It's funny, John, because I've had people, unfortunately, as you guys know, you always get people who are trying to scam their way, out of this, out of that. I told you guys last month I had a package that went to Canada with a Judge rookie card in it. It wasn't crazy expensive. It was like $60 or whatever. And the guy's like, oh, it never came. And I was like, well, it says it was delivered. And he's like, well, no, the package came, but there's nothing in it. I'm like, come on, dude. And then I said, can you send me a picture of the packaging? And he did. And there was no red fragile sticker on it. Now, as you guys know, if you get packages from me, I put red fragile stickers on every package. I spend the time to do that because It's something that not a lot of people do. So one of the first things I look for is this big, huge red fragile sticker on it to know that it's from me. But in the past, I've had guys who've been like, "Oh, this wasn't packed properly and it got damaged." And I'll be like, "What? How did it get that?" I'd be like, "Could you send me a picture of the damage?" And they never do. They just send you a picture of the envelope. I said, "Well, could you tell me how it got damaged?" And they'll say, "Oh, well, it came out of the top loader and it came." And I was like, "But it's in a team bag and it's in cardboard. Like, how is that possible? It just can't happen." Calzer, Bernabel, and Ramos. That's why I like doing play white envelope to me. I mean, I get that a lot of people do that and it's fine, but like when you ship that way, you have no real backup because when somebody starts giving me that line, I'm like, well, it couldn't have come out because it's in a team bag. It's in cardboard. It's taped closed. There's no way 4 different things came out for it to fall out, you know? Well, look, the plain white envelope thing is stated in the shipping. It should be. If it's not, then you have a real complaint. But if you look at the shipping, first of all, if they're charging 91 cents or whatever it is, you know it's going to be plain white envelope. But usually in their description, it'll say that. So if you choose to buy from them, then you know that's up to you. Um, but usually you'll know beforehand. Now, if somebody's charging you $4.99 for shipping and shipping in a plain white envelope, you have serious reason to bitch. That's for sure. It doesn't matter how much the card was worth. You paid for $5.40 in shipping. That alone should cover it. I mean, even from Errol Vera for the Angels for Bryson. I mean, at $5.40 for shipping, I mean, especially where you are, there's really no place in the country that the most they would pay on first class is like $4 because you're in the kind of in the you're in the north, but you're in the more to the middle of the country zone wise. And then the other $1.40 covers the envelope and everything else. So I mean the value of the card should have no. Now if it's a very expensive card, then they should be shipping UPS and all that type of stuff. Well, and that's what I mean, Mike. Like let me restate that. I'm not necessarily saying they will say the in the information that it's plain white envelope, although most people usually do. But usually by the charge itself, if they're charging only $1 or $2 in shipping, then that's kind of the indicator that's going to be shipped plain white envelope. There are guys on Whatnot who ship plain white envelope for breaks. I've gotten them and I'm like, what in the world is this? And, I guess most people are okay with it. I don't know. I couldn't imagine. I mean, you guys know how I ship. I go over the top with this, the labels and the this and that. But, on the rare occasion when somebody does have something to complain about, there's a lot of backups to it first. Kyle Manzardo for the Rays. Like I said, with the way I package and stuff, usually I can, so I don't have issues, $50 mailers. Yeah, you can get. Well, actually, Amazon's kind of expensive for mailers, to be honest. But no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Garrett, there you go. Kyle Manzardo. I mean, if you buy from like places like I do, I think I pay $27 for 500 or something like that. It's not, it's certainly not a lot of money, I mean, the worst part, the bad part of it is some people just don't know, especially people who are newer to the hobby. When I got back into it, 10, 12 years ago, whatever, 12 years ago, I guess it's been now. I screwed up things. You know what I mean? Like I didn't, and I think some people are newer and like, even when the kid Jonah that works for me, when he was first started, he didn't know, and I wasn't thinking. I'm like, yeah, just put this in a top loader, and I came over and checked his what he was doing, and he had nothing in sleeves. He just put them all on the top. I'm like, oh, wait a sec, wait. You know? Oh, absolutely. It's better off. I mean, it saves me money in the long run to take more time and be more vigilant about packing. And that's why, like I said, on the rare occasion, I'm not, you know, tooting my own horn here, but on the rare occasion when somebody does say something, it's like, well, you can look at my record, you know, like I told you guys yesterday, someone contacted me and said I sent them the wrong cards, and I was freaking out about it. Jay Allen for the Reds, 71/75. He had bought into a break. He bought 2 teams. He said he received 4 teams. And I was out at the time. And I remember the break. I remember who he was. I remember, and I'm thinking to myself, like, without getting too deep into it, when you do large mailings like I do, a couple hundred packages at a time, you have a system, And if I had sent somebody else's cards to him, well, then when I got to their package, there would be nothing to put into it. It'd be a huge red light. I've never had it happen. I've had times where I've forgotten to send cards to people, but I've never sent the wrong cards to people. So when he contacted me, I was like, oh, whoa, wait a second. And, I came home and did some research and contacted him and this and that. And he found out it wasn't me. It was a different person he bought from. He had to. Takes too long to open. That's okay. I don't mind that. Like I said, the fragile stickers, I used to do where if it was a thicker envelope, I put the fragile sticker on. If it was thinner, I would stamp it with the fragile thing. But the fragile sticker thing actually turned into being something where I could identify my packages because not everyone does that. So if somebody says, oh, there's a problem with the package and sends me a picture and I see that big fragile sticker on it that I use, then I know it's mine at least, So, yeah, well, I hope they're hard to get into. That's the way they should be. That's how they stay nice and everything stays nice and packed fresh. Andrew Jones. So we got a lineup tonight. What do we got coming up next? We got Allen and Ginter up next, and then Bowman Chrome after that, and then what do we got later? Oh, Cosmic later tonight. So we're going late night tonight. 12:30 start on the Cosmic. Super late night for us tonight. Bought a bunch of cards. It came, opened the packet. It was like 40 Hallie Deegan cards. What was it? Mixed up your names. Well, the kind of the beauty of when you do a lot of package, like the way I do, hundreds at a time, like I said, if you made a mistake, when you get to someone, it's not going to be there. Now, the key is figuring out where you made the mistake, Pedro Pineda. But that's why, like, when packages go to the wrong person, like, I don't, or if it did, like I said, I've never had it happen. When he said I did, I was like, oh my God, what did I do? I thought I was like having a brain fart or something, but Holgate. Did we get both our autos down to that one? What did we get? Oh yeah, Rivera. Tomorrow night, just FYI, we do have the last third of this case of minor league tomorrow night. We're gonna have another third of Bowman Chrome, and we're gonna have the one and only Topps Mini break that we're having. Topps Mini, there it is. If you haven't seen it yet, we're doing an 8-box break tomorrow night. That's all the boxes I got. So we got one and only shot at Topps Mini. I actually have a box. That one there is supposed to be mine. I haven't opened it yet, so we'll see. But it should be fun. It looks like they've been pretty decent. If you haven't seen it yet, check one out on YouTube. I know the parallels have been pretty good in it from what I've heard. So I think they come with 3 parallels in them, like guaranteed. And I think some have been more. They've 1-1s, all that. He has to resend the correct address. He tried getting the other guy to do the same. He wasn't cooperative, so the seller gave me $30 for my efforts plus reimbursed me the money from ship. Well, that's cool. He wanted you to ship it directly to the other guy. Was that what he was trying to do? See, that I wouldn't. I would never. I would pay to have it shipped back, but like I said, I haven't had an issue with that before. I mean, we're not perfect. I've had things get damaged before, whatever. I just replace them or pay for them, you know. Henry Davis, boyhood photo of Trey Sweeney. What a cute kid. Look at him. He looks exactly the same now as he did back then. Jeez. Well, you made out all right in the end there, Savage. Joe Gray. I've had the wrong card sent to me before, too. For the Rangers. Nice Maximo Acosta. Chris, there you go, buddy. I think 2 times from CSB, but it's been a long time since that's happened. Both times I've always sent them back. That's what really sucks. Like I've told you guys before, like 90% of the breaks I've bought into or buy into are with CSB. And I've bought in with him back since he started. I'm like, I have to be one of his oldest customers. Not that I buy that often anymore, but I know on 2 separate occasions I got the wrong cards from him. I contacted him, I sent him back, but it sucks when I've been on there before where he's been like, so somebody got this, you know, Tatis numbered to 50 autograph. We're not sure where it went. If somebody could let us know, and this and that, whatever. And look, maybe the person never heard him say that, but still, if if you get a card like that and it's not yours, like, I mean, it's a little scummy, to not say something, because look, if that were me and I sent somebody like the wrong auto or something like that, you know, barring the fact that it's like a $5,000 auto or whatever, most likely I would probably tell the guy to keep it and buy another one and give it to the other guy, but I'd at least be happy to know where it went. For the Cardinals, Ryan Holgate. For Jan, you got a 2 black not numbered, a red 87 Jose Ramirez to 5. Really nice. Yeah, I mean these mini boxes seem pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I didn't get a lot of them. Unfortunately, there was really tight on what you were allowed to buy. You could buy 6 on one account, but you had to buy them 3 at a time. So I just wanted enough that we could do a break, and I didn't think 6 was enough. So I made my son go on and buy 3 also. That's the only thing that sucked. They didn't sell them in any grant. I don't think there was that many of them. They're sold out now. So, but we'll do that tomorrow night. That should be fun. Never forgetting the cards. I only returned the other guy got his 40 deacons. Well, I don't know. What did you pay for? You paid for them plus you got 30. Maybe you could buy them somewhere else. Frutis Nova. Yeah, but for that, John, you couldn't beat the price on those. They were only what, like $25, weren't they? The mini boxes, something like that. Diego Cartaya for the Doyers, 54 of 75 for Garrett. Yeah, yeah. Well, you can get them on if you go on like Blowout and all them. They have them for like 150 or Steel City. I mean, well, they might have upped it in the last day or two, but if you want, if you're interested in picking up some chrome hobbies, you can get them cheaper out there right now. You can get them like 149.99 from like David Adams and Steel City and those guys. So that's why if you look at Tops, the light box is sold out almost immediately because first of all the price was great and you can't get them anywhere else. But that's why the hobbies aren't selling out on there because you can still get them for like $50 cheaper than that. If you go to like David Adams or like I say, I think Steel City was the last one I saw. Now, like I said, they could have upped it in the last day or two, but Mayor, I don't think it's gone up that much. Oh, you got yours from LCS. Okay. Oh, $30. So you only paid a $5 markup. I think they were if I remember, I think they were $24.95 on Tops. If I remember right. I mean, I should remember right. It was only a couple weeks ago. But yeah, if you got it for $30, that's a good deal. Glen Allen Hill. You done with Chrome? I have some. I bought some of those light boxes off of there. I couldn't pass that deal up. And there was like 70 a box or something. It's really cheap. And I do still have a case. I still have a case and a half of hobbies here. But I got some of those lights. I was going to do maybe next week or the week after when the lights come in, we'll do some like 2 light, 2 hobby type of breaks. And like I said, the Judge and Goldschmidt thing helps them too, Just brings a little more value to it, of course. I've been checking for short prints all throughout, and I have yet to find one yet. I double checked all the cards from last night. I'm looking through them now, like I don't know. I'm just missing something. I don't know. Cowser, Bernabel, and Velasquez. Yeah, well, when you see, I mean, look, you get a base of each. They're worth $20. You get under 99, $200 under. I feel bad for everybody who already sold theirs. Like, I went on eBay and was looking at like all these people who sold like Goldschmidts and Judges over the last month. Like, they're all just ready to kill themselves. I already sent mine into David Adams. I put them in the mail yesterday. I had like $460 worth or something like that, which is cool with me because I buy from David Adams sometimes. Sometimes they have good deals and stuff. So for me, it'll just be a credit on my account and whatever I buy from them again next time. And, there's already $400 sitting there. It's cool with me. I heard oh God, that guy, I don't say his name. I know some people know him. There's a guy on YouTube who just drives me crazy. Bryce Terang, numbered 97 of 99. Everything is always negative. All his videos are always negative. And somehow he's like, oh, this is just a scam to sell more Chrome. And Jesus, dude. Who cares what it is? Like, I'm sorry, if you have a Goldschmidt numbered to 199 or something like that, and somebody's going to give you $100 credit for it, hell yes. Take it. Are you nuts? Because I don't care if Goldschmidt wins the next 3 MVPs. You're not going to get that kind of money for that card from anybody. He's one of those people, especially Goldschmidt, not Judge, obviously, but Well, look, right now prices are down across the board as it is. I mean, people just, which, the economy sucks and this and that, whatever. But Goldschmidt has never, ever gotten much respect from the card community price wise. Like his stuff is pretty inexpensive for who he is. He wins an MVP, nothing changed, so getting $100 credit for one of those cards, you never see that kind of money for that card. I have heard a few rumors about people getting turned down a little at stores though with multiple cards. Max Ferguson, Lake Elsinore Storm, number 299, 23 and 99, working the old Max Ferguson rainbow for the Padres. For Jeremy. I had like if you don't know about what we're talking about, okay, which I'm sure all of you do, but just in case there's one person out there who doesn't, this is the buyback that Topps is doing for any Chrome cards of Judge and Goldschmidt being the MVP winners this year. Now, only certain places are doing it, so you have to go on their website and check the stores around you if you have stores around you, as to who is, actually accepting the cards, because it's not all card shops that are doing it. They have to be in the program. And the numbers are already laid out as to what you get. If you have a parallel, first of all, they're cards from Chrome, Logofractor, and the other one hasn't even been released yet. Swish or Swash, or I don't know, something like, I forget what it's called. If it's 99 or lower, you get a $200 credit. If it's 99 or higher, you get a $100 credit. If it's a base, you get $20 credit. And I think like the stuff out of the blasters, like the sepias and pinks and stuff, I think you get a $40 credit on those. Now, the only thing I've heard, like I said, is that some of the stores are capping how much they'll take. Jose Ramos autograph for the Dodgers. For Garrett. So now, of course, if you want to go out to your card shop and you want to turn them in and you want to get a box of cards or okay, great, wonderful. But if you have any concern about your local card shop and how much they'll take, especially if you have multiple cards, you can send them to Blowout or Dave and Adams, which they're going to accept everything. So there's a sheet online that you have to fill out that you send in with the cards, and then they credit your account, and you go from there. So if you're worried that you have multiple cards and maybe your local card shop's not willing to give that much credit, then that would be my suggestion: is go the Dave and Adams or Blowout Cards way, because they're accepting, everything basically. Dave and Adams just came out with a press release about it yesterday or whatever, saying, or today, send them in. But time to go through those Chrome cards and see. I mean, hell, even if you got a couple bases lying around, if you're worth $40, $60, Cartaya. So we're going to do the last third of this case tomorrow night. I mean, this is a fun, cheap break. It's the only case we have, so that'll be the end of it. Next week, we got Stadium Club coming out on Friday, so we'll have Stadium Club next weekend, along with a bunch of other fun stuff that I have coming in. I got some Mosaic first off the line coming in. We have never, ever done a first off the line product before. So we're going to do that next week. It'll be fun. They always have like special parallels, special autos in them, stuff like that. Along with, more Bowman and all the other fun stuff we've been doing lately. No, everything's sold out, my man. Hey, look at this. Finally. An image variation of Khalil Watson for the Marlins. Wow. That is amazing. It took 8 boxes to find a short print in here. I'm surprised. I thought there'd be a lot more. Marlins is Garrett. A little Khalil Watson image variation. You see the image right there. Hey, at least we got one finally. All righty. All right, guys. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, we will be here tomorrow night with the end of this case plus more Bowman, and we're doing the minis tomorrow night also. If you'd like to join us, we would love to have you. Otherwise, please stay safe and stay healthy out there. And bear with me for a sec while I put a little hit recap together. All right, guys, hit recap for 2022 Topps Heritage Minor League third case break number 2. Actually, we had 2 greens. All right, we had 2 greens, Jay Allen and Diego Cartaya, both numbered to 75. 2 blues, Brennan Davis and Bryce Terang, both to 99. We did have 1 image variation, Khalil Watson for the Marlins. Autographs, Kyle Manzardo for the Rays. Errol Vera. I don't know why I get screwed up on this guy's name. Errol Vera for the Angels. Max Ferguson base for the Padres. Ryan Holgate for the Cardinals. Maximo Acosta for the Rangers. Jose Ramos for the Dodgers. Max Ferguson again, this time numbered to 99 for the Padres. And a very delicious, cool-looking Benny Montgomery black auto 250, 43 of 54, the Rockies. All right, guys, again, thanks so much for joining me. Please hit that like and subscribe on your way out the door and have a wonderful night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.